Hello there. Um, Earlier tonight, I got on and I was just playing my guitar. I didn't really have a um, documenting or question answer stream about gang stalking. I was just, trying to alleviate some stress, maybe just, play my guitar a little bit. It felt good. I really wasn't inspired or whatever, but um, it was fun to just, you know, it, it, it felt nice to just hang out and play my guitar a little bit. I had one or two people come in, and um, one person said that it was good to see me laugh. It felt good to laugh. But after I was done playing guitar, I didn't really have anything else to say. I was just, sitting here blabbing, and I immediately deleted that video afterwards because I just, I wasn't really playing any music. But but anyway, um, in general, um, it, it, it was, I don't know. I noticed I have a lack of inspiration to play anymore, maybe, really. And it felt good, but still, I just wasn't really focused on it or whatever. But anyway, afterwards, the the people on B2K were a little different, saying um, that I ruined myself because I was laughing. What? I'm like, I, whatever. Uh, yeah, I came in right at the end. I actually I had said that was when I was playing guitar and not really doing anything, and um, but I didn't know she had a stream going. But I noticed a variable conflict between the people that are on V2K that are harassing me. They they were kind of confused as to what I was doing. I guess I don't know. They had a struggle of their own, but um, but then they kind of made it back into their ordinary, you know, put you down thing or whatever. Um, I was trying to look when I went to go get some money at the bank to pay my bills, and I just got back a little bit ago, and I was actually trying to do some more research um, on the aspects of helping people that are, you know, being gang stalked or targeted. Um, I was basically looking for the steps that professionals use, and interestingly enough, the way I've been presenting my research and trying, to make other people that are targeted feel better was considerably on point with the way they're recommending You help people that are targeted. The first step is um, recognizing that the person is being stalked. Second is the threat and uh, confronting the threat by, lifestyle changes, or such as, social media changes, phone number changes, whatever, what have you, locks on your doors, different things to protect yourself. And that was step two. And step three was um, actually documentation and uh, information regarding, let's say, keeping a tab of how how you're being targeted, why you think you're being targeted, keeping records of it, documenting it, dates, times, events, and then your experience and how you feel about the situation or the incident at the time, and keep track of those incidents. And then the final one, uh, there was another one in there. I can't remember it. I'll have to go back and look. But it had I think it had to do with trying to get support. I think that was the fourth one, was getting support and finding places that'll help you deal with it, such as support groups, or um, family, friends, neighbors, whatever. Well, the problem with that aspect of it, the stalking, the gang stalking, organized stalking, is that a lot of times for the target, people they know, or neighbors or whatever, are involved in it. So it doesn't really help you to involve them, but such as an online support group um, would work, or informing, law enforcement agencies, that kind of support. And number five was keeping yourself, in a sense, focused on you, and not the manipulation, and the mind games, and the targeting, and the stress. So, like, should you say, such as me, like, have a hobby? Um, Try to focus on, furthering the hobby, or your work, or things like that. Um, in general, I had a person uh, from Scotland actually messaged me and asked me, telling me that he's being attacked by the B2K voices, and wanted me to tell them to stop. And I'm like, well, I I would love nothing more than to garner that kind of influence with the gang stalkers, to be able to order them to stop. If I had that capability, he offered reward. I'm like, I wouldn't seek a reward. My reward would be getting them to stop attacking you and other people like they're doing. That's my reward. Um, that's the main reason I'm doing this right here. I mean, um, is it what were you reading, Archimedes Girl? there's a lot to understand about it, and there's a lot of misconceptions about it. Um, the as far as a lot of the general rhetoric is that it's schizophrenia, and it's not schizophrenia. We're not, targets aren't hearing voices from in their head. They're being attacked electronically by people with technology. And there's a lot of people that say, oh, it's demons. There's different, theories, aliens, government, blah blah blah. Well, regardless of whether it's, Freemasons, Illuminati, blah blah blah, they're bad people. Their motives are to ruin people. That's what their motives are. Yeah, the manipulation, yeah, the mental manipulation is hard on a person. Um, as I've said before, the hardest part is getting people to listen and comprehend, because it's science fiction almost. I mean, it seems like like I've said before, an Outer Limits episode, but it's not. Um, uh, that was really all I wanted to touch on, was that, I did a live earlier, and I wasn't really impressed with it myself. I mean, I was just sitting there playing guitar, and not really playing any song in particular, but I wanted to touch on the fact that, yeah, I was smiling. I was actually, smiling for once. Um, uh, and mommy had said that it was nice to see me laugh. Well, I appreciate that. It's not very much laughing going on as a target. But I wasn't going to have a long a long session here. I just kind of wanted to mention to that person. I'm not gonna give their name, but like I told them in the comments, it, it if anything, I can do to, help another target with, what's going on with them, I'd be glad to. I have a Facebook. You can contact me on it, Skylar Schmier. You can message me there. Um, if anything I know or whatever can help, I'd be glad to. I'm not trying to get paid for this. Um, not trying to look for subs. I'm not trying to look for likes. I'm just trying to raise awareness um, for targets around the world, because um, when you try to go for support, like with agencies, as I was reading and I've already known, um, the general attitude is dismissal, and just plain ignorance of it, and uh, you are looked on having a problem yourself. Well, you do have a problem, but the problem is people are attacking you and threatening you. That's a problem. It's not a problem with you. The problem is them. But getting getting that kind of help where, where you get actual uh, community support, like from law enforcement or the like, is really difficult. And um, talking to lawyers about it is difficult. Um, Getting people to believe you is one of the hardest things. I mean, because it's hard to prove, and that's mainly what I've been trying to do with my recordings and research and looking up patents, the patents for remote neural monitoring and V2K, and the the companies that are hiring people to gang stalk people. Um, Trying to gather a body of evidence to help people present their case should they want to present a case. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. There's almost nothing you can do, um, because it's almost like it's an invisible crime. The coming up with tangible evidence like I have is really hard to do. Um, when you have people show videos of themselves on the street, and pointing their phone at someone and saying, "Oh, that's a stalker." No, it's a video of a person walking or whatever. Or they're talking about a colored car or a car with a headlight out. You know, that's that's just general things. It's really hard to prove that is a stalking behavior. It is international. That's the thing. I personally uh, am subscribed to a lot of people across the world right now. Like I've said before, I only pretty much subscribe to other targets because they're who I'm trying to help right now. And by listening to their experiences, it helps me, understand and be able to look for ways of, helping them protect themselves, like I have um, with your online presence. Using the remote neural monitoring, they'll glean your passwords. They'll steal all of your information, your medical records, all that stuff, and you have to be able to protect yourself. And if they can get your passwords right from you without having a hack, you have to invent ways to protect yourself. And I'm the first thing you need to do is make sure you don't have any viruses or anything on your computer, and use a password generator and not look at it. Copy and paste it into whatever page you're using it on, or whatever application, and um, let either a password you know application control it, or let Google control it. And if they ever hack you again, just redo it again, so that way you don't know the password, but they can't get it. And like with my credit card, I don't ever look at the CVS number. If you have a credit card, um, they can get those numbers. And so if I'm ever going to buy anything online, I'll go buy a MoneyGram card at Walmart and use it and throw it away. But really, I just wanted to touch on, that I did that live for, I guess, for my personal benefit. I just, to relax and to not be talking about gang stalking for a little bit. But Say your son is in college. Every time he signs into his school campus account, his information can be gathered and his camera comes on, so he can't cheat. So that's that's information gathering right there. I mean, but uh, if he's going to be in college, they do that. They do that for themselves. I'm not going to say they're stalking him, but, but are you saying it's on his phone if the camera comes on, or what? Uh, I really appreciate you stopping by, Archimedes girl. Um, the the more people I can talk to, the better. Well, is it a software that he added, or part of the college application? I mean, is it is it a legitimate application? That's all I'm asking. Yeah, it's required. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're keeping tabs on him to make sure he's not cheating. Yeah, that's what it is. For online courses, you say? Yeah, I mean that granted it's surveillance, but uh, I wouldn't think that they were using that for just stalking. But yeah, that's just the way everything's going in the world today. You got facial recognition. You got, I mean, like Edward Snowden says, when your phone's sitting here like this off, it's still beaming out. Here I am. Here I am. Here I am. No matter whether you think it's on or not on, but it is on. It's still doing that stuff. But yeah, as far as you're saying there, bullying goes, I, I know that's part of what Truth Teller is trying to do is combat the bullying and you know that's basically what gang stalking is. It's bullying, harassment, ruination, trying to degrade, defame a person, and um, my overt stalking started right here on YouTube, like I said, and it's it followed me home, and it keeps going, and keeps happening. Um, they, I had something they wanted, they took it, and I caught them at it, and because I caught them at it, they've been stalking me ever since. But that's just the thing when you hear other people that are being gang stalked. Um, some of some or many don't even know why they were targeted in the first place. I mean, they never did anything to be targeted, but the reality is they may have done something that they aren't even aware of. Said something wrong to a certain person that has ties to the gang stalking community, and now they're a target. Yeah, that's a sad thing. That I mean, wanting to be able to go your own way, and it's like it's a cult. They're gonna try and hound you if you do. Um, but you shouldn't have to be afraid to do your own thing, and be afraid to sit in your own home and do whatever you want in your own home and mind your own business, and they should mind their own business. But um, the way these gang stalkers are stalking me, and the way they put it is, I'm a paycheck, and I'm their business according to them. My life and my personal privacy is their business. Now, as I've also said, if you have a problem proving gang stalking exists, all you have to do is Google gang stalking jobs. There are companies hiring people to stalk people. It's not like they're trying to hide it. Hi, Odyssey. Um, Not too bad, I guess. Uh, Hi, Say. Um, how are you doing, Sai? Saw a couple of your videos with with the with the regards to the relevance of keeping yourself, you know, up. Should I say? Um, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Um, when uh, Sai will understand what I'm saying. When you first realize you're being targeted, you're like, "What the hell did I do?" The first thing you think of is, "What the hell did I do?" and "What the hell is going on here?" Right? The first thing. I mean, once you realize that you're being targeted, you're like, "Well, what did I do? What the hell are you after me for?" And you have to find out. You have to find out. You have to find out why. You have to find out who and how. All these things. And the problem is, you have to pretty much do it on your own, because, like I'm saying, no one is willing to help you, really. Um, it's not like there's a task force, you know, that says, "Oh, you're being stalked. Call this number." Not like a domestic abuse helpline, which there really should be, because something else I was researching as far as the numbers of people being targeted in the world. Now, this was a paper on 2009, and then it said there was 10,000 Americans and thousands more abroad worldwide. But as effective as that's become, I'm sure those numbers are exponentially bigger. Um, but I think that some people are waking up, organizations are waking up to it. I, I have to go back to the whistleblower I watched. If you're a target and you don't understand anything about stalking um, uh, and gang stalking, um, before you're targeted, you probably have no idea what gang stalking is and never heard of it. Well, you'll have a long road trying to figure out, and learn about it. Um, that is the problem, honestly. It's not that it doesn't exist. It's just that I think people don't want to believe it exists. They don't want to believe that people have technology where they can read your thought process, that they can speak to you like they're the voice of God that only you can hear. People don't want to believe that shit. Because, like I said, it's an Outer Limits episode, but it's not a TV show. It's your life. Well, that's exactly right, Archimedes, the girl. There's no support line for gang stalking or targeted individuals. At least I haven't found one yet. When I do find one, I'll definitely be spreading it around. I used to play World of Tanks. I don't play it anymore. I stopped playing it. Really not going to go into the reason why. Um, but yeah, it's psychological warfare, Archimedes girl. Um, it's like the Mitch Ryder song from Heavy Metal, "A Thousand Psychic Wars," but it's not a cartoon and it's not a science fiction episode. Yeah, I stopped playing. Why did I stop playing? Um, like I said, I really don't want to go into why because it has something to do with my targeting. Um, Now, when you were talking about it's good to start a YouTube channel, Sai, it is. I will agree with you there. But um, as I'm sure Archimedes girl will understand that there are some communities on here that um, aren't as friendly as they appear. That's all I'm going to say. And I I have to say, once you are targeted, you have a hard time trusting people anymore. But as far as TT's channel went, Archimedes, it came up on my recommendations. I watched the program twice, I think, before I ever even said anything. And then I watched it a couple more times before I actually subscribed. What was that? Oh, you sneezed, honey? You okay? Okay. Bless you. But I, I, I like what she's trying to do. I'm going to say that. Um, I like what you guys are trying to do over there. And it's a good platform. As far as IP tracking, I use something called Wireshark, and I actually, you know, it tracks your network and will tell you if someone's on your network. It's called Wireshark. If you feel your internet is, being invaded, you can use Wireshark, and it'll tell you if there's uh, an IP or whatever address on there connected to you that's not supposed to be there. And I used it, and I found one, and I told Norton, and they told me to do a lot of things that I couldn't afford to do, like told me to go tell my network provider and get a new modem, get a new Wi-Fi router, and change all my passwords. Well, the problem with changing your passwords is, as you probably know, Sai, that it's kind of hard to keep your passwords from people that can read your thought process. I I think she's going to be all right, our Archimedes girl. Um, she's strong, and she knows what she wants to do. Um, uh, well, I'm. I don't know, what are your opinions on it? Do you agree with it? I find when we um, present our personal feelings on things such as politics and religion, it causes dissent. And yeah, maybe. I don't doubt that he was. If he was, I don't ever remember hearing that he was declared one. That's that's the way it is, Archimedes girl. If someone really wants to know what you're doing and where you're going and everything about you, there's really no way to stop it. Well, that's something else too, Odyssey. They followed me onto video games. They everywhere I've went. Uh, I really wasn't planning on staying on this long, but um, I mean, I only had a few things to say, but it's become an actual stream. Um, uh, well, you're probably right, Archimedes girl. It probably wouldn't have been publicized because um, very little is ever said about being a target. Um, it, I don't know. It's kind of like it's taboo to even talk about it. Gang stalkers. Um, no, yeah, that's what I was saying. Um, if you really want to hear some of the inner workings from someone that says they were a gang stalker that quit and is now a target, you can do the search and look up gang stalking whistleblower, and he worked for a company called SIS in Seattle, and they're a gang stalker group, and he quit and became targeted and has since I, I, I don't know for how long, but hasn't really had a presence online. Like, he pretty much just disappeared, but he blew the whistle on him. Yes, they do, Odyssey. That's interesting. That you know that they manipulate people. You, you, if you don't understand what remote neural monitoring does and the actual technology itself, there are so many things they can do with it to you. They can force you to stay awake. They can force you to sleep. They can force you to get horny. They can force you not to ever want to get horny. They can make you say things that you forgot you said. Um, uh, they can use it to hypnotize people, to make them do things. You have to read about it. And this is not my imagination. This is not something I dreamed up. There are patents that explain the technology from years ago. Well, those old patents are ancient technology compared to what they're using now. They manipulate your dreams. They implant images, uh, you know, sorry, sorry that you know it now, but they do it. Um, it, it, the problem is and I keep stressing this, that if this is not a national security, world security issue, I don't know what is. I mean, if you're incapable of protecting a person's private thoughts, your your national security is out the window. All your agents, all your politicians, all your military leaders are susceptible to this. So, I mean, it's a weapon. It's a weapon. Simple as that. It's a weapon. It's a it's it's a synthetic telepathy based weapon. I've said it before. Edward Snowden talks about it. Talks about them. He's talking about they can do this. He talks about it in his interview. How they can watch you think, see what you think, see you reformulate a thought as you're typing on your computer. Um, I, I I have to say something right now here. When this last election was going on, before it, you know, before it came to pass, before Biden became president, um, the people targeting me were, um, I don't know, talking about manipulating uh, voting and things like that. Um, and and just some of the things they've done to me and said to me is just, I mean, it is disturbing. Um, but uh, it, if you look at the mentality of the way politics is headed right now, it's like, I shouldn't be talking about politics. Politics is a horrible subject. I'm just going to not talk about this. Um, but yeah, well, to be honest, Cy, um, when you have 24/7 death threats, your 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 safety is a relative topic. When they threaten your family, your friends, whatever. When they impersonate your family, your friends, your loved ones, people people you've known from 30 years ago, and that's what they do on V2K. I don't know if you experience V2K or not, Cy, but I'm telling you right now, if you're not, you don't want to. Well, uh, to be honest, Odyssey, MK Ultra is a real thing. It always has been. Manchurian candidates always have been for quite a long time since the since the onset of MK Ultra. Um, the, the powers that be have been performing psyops for as long as I've been alive. I'm 54 years old. Yes, I know exactly why I was targeted. In one of my previous videos, I go into why and who. Actually, the the part that progressed from YouTube had to do with my artistic abilities and my ideas, I guess. Um, I, I'm not. I'm gonna be. As I try to be with everything I say in here, I try to be as honest and forthcoming as I can. The truth is important. I don't. I, I don't like to brag. I don't like to say I'm smart. I don't like to say I'm talented. I don't like to say if I am or not. Um, Someone was talking to me about my IQ the other day. I told them, matter of factly, it's not like I'm trying to brag about it. No, it's do not apologize um, for asking me questions. Um, you have nothing to apologize for, Archimedes girl. Um, uh, if you look back in my earliest videos, I used to draw a lot online. Every day I was on here drawing something. I was frequenting other people's channels, drawing, um, talking about comic books. Um, I thought maybe it might go somewhere. It appeared to be, but something happened, and um, I was targeted, and it all got ruined by a group of people targeting me. What do you mean by that? I'm needed by the G-men. You mean the government? If I'm needed by the government, they haven't presented any indication to me. I will tell you something funny. Uh, on the Twitter that I had before the one I have now, it was Scott Schmier, at Scott Schmier. My Twitter now is at Schmier Scott. I have 2 followers, and I follow 4 that I'm following. And they aren't people. One's ABC News, one's SpaceX, and There's a couple of them. But in the Twitter I deactivated, I had people hack my Twitter, post a lot of threatening type behavior, memes. But I did get a message by someone saying they were Elon Musk, talking about an asteroid in close proximity to our planet. I didn't believe this shit, because you got people pretending to be Elon Musk all over the place. I'm 54. I'll be 55 in November. But it was funny. This person presenting themselves as Elon Musk was saying, "Oh, we need you to help us stop this asteroid from hitting the Earth." And immediately, being not gullible as I am, I had to laugh. But I had people posting things on my Twitter using, my account, impersonating me. So I deactivated that Twitter. But the reality of it is I had a lot of people on there that were harassing me and, calling me a mosquito and all this stuff and whatever. And so I deactivated that Twitter. Aw, Agent 45 more minutes. I'm a schizo, huh? Yeah, speaking of 45, you want to see where everything pretty much started here. No, I'm not Agent 45 more minutes. You're a perp. That's perp rhetoric. If you don't believe what I'm saying is the truth, you don't have to be here. You don't have to listen. I really don't care. Now you're full of crap. You don't even want to come into my channel, start slandering me, calling me a liar and a schizo, jackass. You got anything else here? No, I'm not going to block you because you just look stupid. Oh, I know they do, Archimedes girl. It isn't all fake. And that's a perp statement. It's not fake at all. I proved it right in front of your face with this POS tablet. and they want you to believe it's fake, and they want you to believe that all targets are schizophrenic, and they want you to believe they all need medical attention. Well, the fact is people like him are the liars. But anyway, um, back to what I was saying. Being not gullible, I blew that off and I didn't listen to that fake Elon person again. But you are absolutely right, Archimedes girl. Um, and that as you look at other targeted individual sites, you will see that said quite a bit, that we're schizophrenic, um, that we need medication, blah blah blah, that it's lies, it's not real. Well, oh, it's not an intrusion. Well, guess what? I don't really like you either. I'm not fooling anyone. You're trying to fool people into believing that it doesn't exist. I'll tell you what, Agent 45, you Google search gang stalking jobs, and when you find all the pages of the companies hiring people to stalk people and you see that it's real, you can come back and apologize. Actually, no, the people gang stalking people need to stop telling people that targets are lying about being gang stalked. Need to stop electronically harassing people, um, defaming them, ruining them, stealing from them, and killing them. No, it's not. It's not in my best interest to ignore something that's been happening to me 3 years of my life 24/7. That's not in my best interest. Yeah, well, it's only going to get worse for you people, the gang stalkers. I mean, coming in here saying, stuff like, I need to ignore a gang stalking and it's only going to get worse for me. Yeah. How do you suppose it's going to be worse? The death threats are going to get more. Um, they're gonna steal more from me. They're gonna slander my name more, threaten my family more. What do you mean? How's it gonna get worse? Yeah, right. Sure you are. And monkeys are flying out of my butt right now. Well, I'll tell you what. I've reported this stuff to the FBI, and uh, I might just report you for saying that you're an agent for the FBI. I just might have to report you, Agent 45. Well, you saw it right here. He's saying he's from the FBI and he's threatening me. That gang stalking doesn't exist, but it's gonna get worse for me. You're bonkers, dude. The funny part is the funny part about this is you just said you were, buddy. You're with director Robert Mueller. You're bonkers, dude. You need to quit going on people's chats and threatening them. That's what you need to do. You're nothing. You're a fake. You're a fake. You're a fake and you're trying to present yourself as something you're not. First you say you're FBI, now you say you're not. Now you say you're a PI looking into this. Bullshit. You're full of shit, dude. You're just full of shit. Actually, this is comedy. Thank you for coming in here. Yes, it is, dude. You're proving it right here. Thank you. Thank you for the proof. You're just another one. I've had others like you come in here threatening me, talking crap like that. All you actually did right here is you've reinforced my resolve to never shut up about gang stalking and my experience with gang stalking, V2K, remote neural monitoring, electronic harassment, and being a targeted individual. That's all you've done. I appreciate it. All right. You're awesome. You're awesome, Agent 45 more minutes. No. How about you quit telling people it doesn't exist when you know it for a fact it does? Yeah, I know. I know. I know you guys don't. Yeah, that's absolutely hilarious. Do you even know how to be straight up? Do you even know how to tell the truth? Is that are you capable of telling the truth? I mean, as I've said at least 15 times that I can remember, that anyone watching this can use facial recognition, voice stress analyzation to tell that I'm not hiding anything, I'm not evading, and I'm not trying to tell lies. All I'm doing is staying to the facts as I know them. Thank you. Thank you very much. You see this? You see this? I mean, for real. Really? My time has come? Is that a song? Oh, come on. Really? Too long? Hmm. Actually, I don't think I've been posting it long enough. If you really think that you can come in here and spew that stuff and just wow. Yeah, see you too. What radar is that? What radar is that? Radar from MASH? Are you radar from MASH now? Oh, I see plenty. Um, I'm not going to report you. I'm not going to block you. I'm not going to say anything more about you. You aren't worth my time. You're absolutely meaningless to me. But anyway, um, back to what I was saying. Before before the fake bureau investigator came in here. Um, the reality is this happens a lot. People like this happen a lot because they don't want people, like they just said, they don't want people talking about gang stalking. They don't want people to know gang stalking exists. You see what I mean, Archimedes girl? Just you in particular. You see what I'm talking about? You see why I'm here? And this character is not even close to the first one that's came in here spewing this BS. Oh, take your own advice, Agent 45 more minutes. Take your own advice. Stop talking. But anyway, back to the not being gullible, um, and seeing through the bullshit. I mean, this is what targets deal with. This is what targeted individuals deal with. That's great. Come to my gate. We'll discuss it. Come to my gate. You know where I live. Come to my gate. But anyway, um, this is what targets have to deal with. They want you not to talk about it. That's part of their game. They tell you they're gonna kill your family, your friends, your wife, your loved ones, and then you get this stuff. Oh yeah, totally. My bullshit detector is pinging. Ding ding ding. You can't say what? Because of legal reasons. Oh no. You guys don't give a shit about legal. But anyway, um, as my resolve has been reinforced here, um, here's your proof that these gang stalker types. He says he's not a gang stalker, but he's an FBI, a PI, and all this other crap. Um, and that gang stalking doesn't exist, but he's threatening me live before your eyes. and saying he knows where I live and blah, blah, blah. Well, you want me to unlock the gate for you and wait? But anyway, Harrison Biggs, huh? Oh, wait a minute. You said you weren't a gang stalker, but you said that's your last target. You, sir, are pathetic. That's just boggles my head, boggles my mind that that it, in the same chat you contradicted yourself at least 5 times. Gang stalking doesn't exist, but blah blah blah. We don't want you talking about it, and blah blah blah. I'm not a gang stalker, you said, but then you say that's your last target, and you even gave someone's name. You're a genius. You're a genius. You don't? Well, guess what? I don't care that you care. Um, I have presented evidence and alive in real time, for one thing, of voice to skull technology, electronic harassment. I've had more than one individual like this person interject in my chat with this same kind of thing. I've said before, it's all over YouTube, and you got these people on YouTube, and he proved it for me. Thank you. Thank you very much. I haven't bothered to click his little A next to him and look and see if he's got a channel, but I'd venture to guess that if he does have a channel, he doesn't have any content, and it's probably one of more than one channel that he has, because over the course of my being here and trying to expose gang stalking and wake people up about it, I've seen more than one individual with the same modus operandi as the agent genius here. Oh, director Robert Mueller. Really? More monkeys are flying out of the fucking woodwork. Oh my goodness. Did you get my ICS3 report, Director Robert Mueller? Uh, actually, 3 of them. Did you get those? Wow. I am actually ecstatic that I didn't end the stream 25 minutes ago like I was thinking about. Aren't you? Aren't you, everybody? Oh no! Urgent that I do what? Urgent that I do what? What do you think, Cy? What do you think about this? You enjoying this proof? This intellectual conundrum right here? Well, that's a general gang stalker, a clown. Liars, thieves, slanderers, terrorists. I mean, he's obviously trying to uh, instill terror or fear that I'm in trouble for doing what I'm doing right here. I wonder if he's got a red nose too. One moment, please. I need a drink after that. And Shasta Mountain Rush. One moment. And since this is the happening right now, I'll encourage anyone that ever looks at this or any of my videos, like I've said before, if you have a facial recognition on your computer, if you have voice stress analyzation or any kind of lie detecting equipment, as I sit here and tell you the truth, while geniuses like Agent Genius and his cohort here absolutely definitively prove that this stuff happens right here on YouTube. Inbox me. Why would I inbox you? Why in the name of hell would I inbox you? Now you're being the one that's schizo. Oh my gosh. Are you happy you showed up, Archimedes girl? Um, these types of people have been threatening my life for over 3 years now. They follow me everywhere, on the street, in the store. They're watching me right now. They're projecting V2K at me 24/7. Like I've said before, when a targeted individual informs you that they're being gang stalked, just look at this video and you can see it in action. But, oh gosh. I just, cheers. As I've iterated time and time again, this is a worldwide epidemic. There are hundreds of perpetrators targeting people around the world, UK, Australia, India, China, Japan, all over, all over the place. And they want you not to believe it, just like Agent Genius here. Um, I, I can't give you any better proof than what you're witnessing right on this live stream right here. This is what happens. They threaten you, they harass you, they demean you, and they ruin you. They steal from you. They impersonate you. They try to make you think it's your family that's doing it to you, when all it boils down to is criminals attacking innocent individuals. Yeah. And that's why I'm here, Archimedes Girl. That's why I'm here doing this. From the onset of my targeting, I decided I'm not going to let them do this to anyone after me. I'm not going to sit here idly by and say nothing, do nothing, be nothing, let them have their way with me, or anyone else for that matter. So my gate's open. My gate's here. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Reason? Bollocks. Bollocks. Okay. Now that fun time is over, um, they present gang stalking as a game, a joke, um, and it's not a joke. It's not comedy. It's not a fantasy. Um, Regardless of how they try to interject in your life, you have to keep moving forward and not let wonderful flying monkeys, whatever you want to call them, flying monkeys, um, gang stalkers, perps, make you feel some kind of way, for lack of a better word, for lack of a better term, a lot of people like to use. Remove what? Remove. What do you want me to remove, genius? Oh no. Oh, that's not going to happen. No, never going to happen. Never going to happen. Yeah. Nope. Um, Noted. Denied. Like I said, I'm not gonna block you, genius. I'm not gonna say anything. You you've done everything for me that, boy. So keep talking. You're only helping me. Oh, mantra is it? Well, to be perfectly honest, I've been dealing with you geniuses trying to do your thing for quite a while now. And warning me and threatening me and harassing me isn't going to get you anywhere. You can't buy me. You can't sway me. What else you got? With the click of a button, can you give yourself a personality? Maybe a good one this time? So, oh boy, blah, blah, blah. Oh, to save my life. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I have news for you. That I can do. I can ignore your requests. I'm perfectly fine with ignoring your request to remove my video. I'm perfectly fine with you going on and on too. You let them know. Go back to your handler and let them know. That's why I'm here, Archimedes girl. That's why I'm here. I'll have to. I'll just have to divine some more research for my next video, and maybe, excuse me, maybe even present some constructive criticism on the art of harassment. Oh no! Oh no! Wow. Wow. Damn. I guess. I guess I should just do what you say. Hell no. Well, I'll tell you what. Oh no. I'm sure someone that has been watching this that has absolutely nothing to do with you is gonna love your comments. Uh, on that note, if you have any pertinent comments that could actually help people regarding what a person should do um, legally against gang stalkers, I would appreciate you forwarding them on to me via my email at scottyleeschmehr, SCHMEHR, at gmail.com if you have any. And for the benefit of other targets, not necessarily for myself. And always keep in mind that these people are here and they're going to keep this stuff up. Well, I watch anime. I like anime. You like anime? Do you like anime? I like it. But after all this, I'm gonna end this stream. I wanted to end it an hour ago, but I appreciate Agent Genius coming in and proving that, you know, the stalking is real. Thank you. Thank you very much. Dragon Ball Z. And I also like Samurai Jack. And the one that's like a vampire or whatever, I can't remember the name of it. Have you ever watched Star Blazers? I loved Star Blazers. That was one of my favorites. If you've never watched Star Blazers, you need to watch it. If you like anime at all, you'll love that shit. But I really need to get off of here. I've been on here for an hour and 42 minutes. Thank you all for coming out and seeing for yourself what happens to targets right here on YouTube. So have a good night. Thank you for coming out.